Hey, what's up? It's Ben Nathan, the Benjamin. I just wanted to speak to those who feel like they're having trouble living in their faith and like staying and retaining in their faith. So think of it like this. Think of the Super Bowl. The team that won the Super Bowl last year, if they want to stay Super Bowl champions, they got to win again next year, right? Just because they won last year, that doesn't make them the reigning champions forever. Think of your faith just like that. You may have been a champion at one point, or you may have been really strong in your faith at one point. But if you want to remain in that faith, you have to keep winning games. You have to keep trying your hardest. You have to keep winning battles spiritually and mentally. It says in Romans 8:37 that in all these things we are more than conquerors, more than champions through him who loves us, through Jesus Christ, through living like him, through being humble like him, through taking up our cross and winning against temptations by invoking his name when we are not strong enough on a daily basis. Now, there's a man named Gideon from the Bible who lived his life for Christ. He did great things for God. He led the nation of Israel, and he was absolutely fantastic. However, it said that at the end of his life, when he was old, he gave in to temptations. He started to market himself. He started to sell idols to take people away from God. He started to do his own thing. He lost touch. It wasn't cool anymore, and he slowly faded away. Maybe you can relate. Maybe you feel like you've fallen off. Well, he fell off. Same thing with Solomon, King Solomon, that is. He fell off when he fell into sexual immorality with a bunch of different wives at the end of his life after many great things that he had done for God. And it all ended up not really mattering because he didn't remain a champion until the very end. However, we see an example with King David, where King David fell off a few times throughout his life, but he got back up. He never gave up. It said in 1 Kings 1:4 that at the end of his life, when there was a woman attending him because he was old and he was always cold and in need of attendance and help, it said that the woman was very beautiful and she took care of King David and waited on him, yet the king had no sexual relations with her. That was a temptation that he could have very easily given into near the end of his life. After retirement, he could have very easily given in, but he remained a champion throughout his life. I wanted to encourage you to do the same thing today, and maybe you have fallen off. Well, so did King David. So did Gideon, so did Solomon. Only one of them got back up. David got back up, and he remained stronger than ever. He kept trying and trying again. Maybe you feel like God's not willing to forgive you. Well, he is. It says in Joel 2:12 that even now, after everything you've been through, after everything you've done, after everything that's been done to you, you can return to the Lord, you can get back up, you can try again. Try to remain a champion until the very bitter end today. God bless you.